to the Story Writers Workshop. This is our app concept for children, maybe children in elementary school. So context could be an elementary classroom where the teacher wants to give creative storytelling exercises to the kids, or it could be at home where the child just wants to play and write and also get some educational feedback. So the first step will be selecting their grade level. This is just used to set up the large language model such as ChatGPT. It tells it what level to give feedback at, what level the reading comprehension is at, and writing comprehension, just so it knows how to gauge itself. Next, they'll select their input method. So they could do traditional typing writing as input, or use their voice for spoken word. So this is more accommodating for children with disabilities or children who haven't developed advanced typing skills yet, and it focuses the exercise more on creative storytelling, removing that typing barrier. Next, we'll have AI-generated prompts. So these cards are going to set up the starting prompt for the first paragraph. So here's our main screen. The first prompt is going to be done by AI. So it gives the start of the story, and everything in the paragraph is converted to this illustration. It captures the core concepts of whatever was written, and these will be stored in the top row as they continue and progress through the story. It gives a visual feedback of what's been written rather than maintaining a bunch of text on the screen. So next, this is an example of the child speaking into the microphone to write their section of the story, the second paragraph. And as they type, the same thing happens where we'll generate an AI illustration to capture the core concepts. And perhaps one of the most interesting features of our app is story building stats. So this is the learning part. We'll have a bunch of different stat bars on the side. These will be linked to things like structure, character development, plot development, dialogue, maybe other creative storytelling concepts. And the aim is kind of to get a high score. This could be more traditional in the sense of marks out of 100, or it could be a points-based system where the child starts at 0 points, and as they develop more concepts, say here what they did well, they introduced a new character smoothly, which adds to the adventure. They could get points for that, and the goal could be to get a high score in their story. The AI also responds with areas of improvement. So in the educational aspect, this is telling the kid where they can improve, and they might learn things they don't understand about creative writing yet. So in our example, we have 3 paragraphs written by AI and 3 paragraphs written by a child. These were all pre-rendered by ChatGPT just to demonstrate that these large language models have the ability to act real-time as sort of a guide, a teacher or a guide when they're doing their creative writing. So we'll skip to the last paragraph in our demonstration. And you can see we filled up the entire storyboard with all of the images. So instead of seeing a bunch of text, the child can visually see the story that they've created. And we'll give one final feedback at the end. This will be more overall feedback based on the entire story, not just a single paragraph. And they can save their cards to a file for later so they can remember the stories they've written. And this is basically it. Our little journey, creative writing journey for kids in elementary school. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you.